We're going to do this review for a quiz tomorrow. It says we want to write the domain and range of each graph as set and interval. So number 1 is set and number 2 is interval, right? Just remember when it goes both directions, you can call that all real numbers or use that weird looking R, right? Okay, now domain for set, you can see it goes forever to the left and forever to the right. So set is going to be negative infinity to positive infinity, because it goes forever to the left, less than x, less than infinity. And since that's both ways infinitely, you can also use the all real numbers are. Okay. But the range, how far down does it go? So the bottom right here is at -1, and it goes up forever. So -1 less than y less than infinity. Or you could say y is greater than -1. Notice I had to flip this. I get rid of the inequality and then I flip everything. Alrighty. Now that's a set notation where you use your inequalities. Over here on number 2, let's do interval. Now this goes forever to the left and forever to the right. So once again, we can use the infinities, but we're going to use parentheses for interval notation. And then range, we're thinking bottom to top. So remember, this goes down forever. So the bottom is negative infinity with a parentheses. And the top right here is at 3. Since it touches 3, we're going to put 3 with a bracket. Okay. So that's domain and range. Remember how to do that, all right? Number 3 and 4. All right. Now, which way is this opening up on number 3? Well, the arrows are pointing up. The vertex right here, the x value is -2, the y value is -1. And since it's at the bottom, that's a minimum. All right. Axis of symmetry. Whoops. Well, I guess you can scratch this out because we already have it. All right, that was a mistake. All right. I think I'm going to just not print that on there for you. But anyways, axis of symmetry is always, axis has an x, it's x equals, and let's draw that axis of symmetry. It goes dashed through the middle, and it hits what number right here? -2. Cool. All right, x-intercepts. Remember, another name for x-intercepts are roots, zeros, and solutions. But right here we have -3. Don't forget to write it as -3, comma 0. And then this one right here, we have it -1, comma 0. Okay. And our y-intercept, where does it cross the y-axis? Right here. Cool. And that's 0, comma 3. All right. All right, now number 4, we don't have the graph, but we have the equation, so we want to graph first using our calculator. So we're going to graph, and then to get all this information, we're going to do menu 5-1, and you can shift it from left to right, okay? So let's pull this over here. All right, here we go. So new document, don't save, number 2, and we're going to type in 2x squared minus 16x plus 30. All right, I hit graph, and I see my graph here. Now, I want to graph it on this picture right here, so I'm going to hit Control T to get some points from this table, okay? Now, 116, I can't put that on here, but looks like these I can. Whoops. Yeah, like these 5 points, looks like I can graph those. So let's plot 2, 6, 3, 0, 4, -2, 5, 0, and then 6, 6. So you can see the way it looks on the graph over here. So you kind of want to just make sure it curves. Okay, do your best. Mine looks ugly, but you can make yours look nice. Okay, so this still does open up. All right, now my vertex, I can see it right here, but also if I go back here and if I hit Control T, I'll get rid of that table. That way I can do menu 5-1. Okay, menu 5-1. Now it starts off with this line on the y-axis, so 0, 30 is going to be my y-intercept here. I'm going to move to the right until I can get to that vertex. All right, there it is. Now it says it's 4, -2. I can see that on my graph over here. That's a minimum. It's at the bottom. All right, remember axis of symmetry is x equals. If I were to draw it, it would go straight through the middle at what x value? 4. And remember, that is the x value of the vertex right here. Okay. Now the x-intercepts, I can see them right here on my plotted graph, but again, over here on my calculator, if I just go left, it'll tell me the 0 is 3, 0. 0 is an x-intercept, right? And then I can go to the right, and I have another 0 at 5, 0. All right, so I got all those key features. I got it from a graph, I got it from an equation. So I'm almost done here. Last thing I want to be able to do is do a quadratic regression. All right. Now, if you remember, a quadratic regression is when you take a table and you do spreadsheets menu 416, right? We can check this to see if it's quadratic. You find these differences. And then you do the second difference. And so this is quadratic. So then I do menu 416. So when you're doing this, you want to new document, don't save, number 4, x and y at the top, and then you put in all the values. Oh. Once you type it all in, you put menu 416 is quadratic, x is x, y is y, and now I have my a, b, and c. So y equals a, so 2x squared, plus b, which is minus 3x, plus c, which is 7. All right, so as long as you get a, b, and c, you can write it as ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Last one, number 6. Again, you can still do this. So yeah, quadratic. Let's bring that over here and let's do the same thing. Menu 416, x is x, y is y. And you get a, b, and c. So y equals -1x squared, or just -x squared works, plus bx, which is 1x, so you can just put x plus -5 or just -5. Okay, so we have our a, b, and c. We use that to do a, b, and c here. Now we have 5 and 6. Okay, so you should be able to do all these things. Tell me the domain and range, I set an interval, give me all the key features, given a graph, and then given an equation to get a graph and do the same thing. And then you should be able to do a quadratic regression. All right.